And we are live from Blackhawk Christian School in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the home of the Hawks. It is Blackhawk Christian, the Braves. It is the Braves, BFC Braves. Welcome to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are happy to be with you here. Wildcat Broadcasting Network. Wildcats are brought to you by American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. And we'll get the rest of our sponsors here in just a moment. This is the first meeting that I'm aware of between Blackhawk Christian and your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. So looking forward to tonight's game here. The first matchup here is between the JV, junior varsity of the Braves, and the junior varsity of your Wildcats. Starting lineups here. Katie Roscoe will be starting for the Cats. Angela Ochin, the tall center, is starting for the Cats on the JV. Addie Reese, number 12, will also be starting for the Cats. And Lydia Huff, number 14. So the Roscoe sisters will be starting off this evening for your Cats. And we'll go to the starting lineups for the Braves. Starting out, number 5 for the junior varsity is Kenzie Kinnison. She's also listed on the varsity. Number 15, Avery Ellsworth. Number 10, Malia Steele, and number 32, Liz Pickett. Those are the starting JV players, and the Cats run over and fist bump with the referees as well. And we're just about ready for tip-off here. They're probably reserving the national anthem and prayer for the girls' varsity game here coming up. So glad to have you joining us here on the Wildcat Broadcasting Network, live from Fort Wayne, Blackhawk Christian, home of the Braves. Cats are brought to you by Chicago's Pizza. Our story is told in every slice. Angela Ochin's going to take the tip with number 13, 23, Addie Kohlinger. It is 23, Addie Kohlinger. The ball's battled for a little bit. Over and back is the call. They didn't quite get it over the timeline, or it went back and forth. They tapped it back and forth, and that makes it Wildcats basketball. But I do believe that's going to be possession error. Will favor the Cats, though, because the over and back was called right away after the tip. Huff for 3, no good. And the rebound is battled for. It's going to be a jump ball called. Angela Ochin going for the jump ball. And that should be Wildcat basketball. And it is, because the Braves won the tip-off, but then they had an immediate turnover. So Cats get it into Huff. Huff going to pull another trigger on a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 23, and that is Addie Kohlinger. And Braves move it up the court, and number 5, Kinnison, going to go drive the baseline. Now it's tapped away by Roscoe. That would be Katie Roscoe tapped it away. They get it back out to Kinnison. Kinnison, number 5, off the front of the rim, no good. Three three-pointers have been attempted so far this evening. Number 15 is going to drive inside the lane and kick it back out to Kohlinger. Kohlinger loses it, and Huff's going to go all the way down, put it up, and in for 2. That's a quick 2-point play for the Cats, and it's 2-0. Cats in the lead. And number 15, Klein, is going to have the basketball. Klein being guarded by Sarah Roscoe. Klein makes a move around Sarah Roscoe, travels a bit, but no call. And number 5, Kinnison with the basketball, gets it out to Swain. These are, got to look at the other side here. And this is number 10. That's Steele trying to go inside. Almost stolen away by Huff. Huff on the defense. Pickett with the basketball, gives it out to number 23, Kohlinger. Kohlinger back up top at the top of the key to number 15. That's Ellsworth with the basketball. She's going to fake right and go left and then hand it off. And in the middle of the handoff, it's almost tapped away. Addie Reese almost tapped it out of the reach there of the Braves. And the Braves are going to call a quick timeout here. Coach sees a couple things they need to work on for the Blackhawk Christian Braves. You are listening to the Wildcat Broadcasting Network here on the WBN. DLZ Corporation, award-winning with more than 100 years of architectural and engineering experience serving the Midwest and beyond. DLZ.com. Distinctive Kitchen and Bath. Follow us on Instagram, visit our Center Grove showroom, or contact us at 317-201-8500. Franklin Muffler Brakes and More, your hometown car care center at 99 Morton Street in Franklin, Indiana. Gaylor Electric, reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights, genuine care for people. It's about reliability. And it's going to be Braves basketball at the half line as they inbound the basketball, being guarded by Huff. That is number 32. Pickett gets it in to Ellsworth. Ellsworth the basketball being guarded by Sarah Roscoe. Ellsworth having some trouble getting it across the timeline. That's going to be a kind of call foul on Roscoe as she came a little too close with the body, and that's going to be her first and the team first for the Cats. And Pickett to inbound the basketball does get it in to Kohlinger. Kohlinger looking inside. It's going to be out of bounds. She was kind of skating along the line there, and at some point touched the ball and the line at the same time, and it's out of bounds on the Braves. Wildcat basketball. And Sarah Roscoe brings it up the court, crosses the timeline. Roscoe, over to Roscoe, back to Roscoe. So it's Katie and Sarah in for the Cats. It's going to be a kick ball on the Braves. That was a kick ball on number 32 Pickett. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be out of bounds. Inbound play to Katie Roscoe. Is going to inbound the basketball and get it into her sister, Sarah Roscoe. And Sarah Roscoe crosses the timeline, being guarded by Ellsworth. Roscoe gets it to Huff. Down low to Angela Ochin. Ochin back out to Huff. Huff pulls the trigger on a three. Short. Might have been tipped on the shot as well. And Braves get it up all the way down to number 10. Steele on the baseline. Tries to get it inside. Is not able to do so. Addie Reese fights for the rebound. It's out of bounds, though. Off of Addie Reese and Katie Roscoe. And it's going to be Braves basketball. And number 22, that's going to be, is that Wise checking in? Number 22, I believe that's Wise has checked in for... It's not. She's not in the book. That's a problem. That's not going to. They're going to have a technical probably. She doesn't appear to be in the book, so it'll be a technical foul probably on the Cats. We'll see how they call this here. Yeah, she's. They're going to say she did. They did find her, I guess. I believe it's Wise, so they just checked the book. Looks like she's okay. And Cats steal the inbound pass, and Katie Roscoe with the basketball gets it up to Sarah Roscoe. Sarah Roscoe on the run, being guarded by Pickett. Back out top. And then to Huff. Huff with the basketball. Shot, no good. Rebounded by Kennison. Kennison gets it over to 23. Kohlinger thought about going all the way down. Angela Ochin shut off the path into the lane. And now Ellsworth with the basketball. Left-hand dribble, top of the key. Three-pointer is good. Boom, and count the bucket for the Braves. It's 3-2. Braves have pulled ahead at 3-2. And get it down the side to Wise. It's going to be a tie-up. That's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to favor the Braves at the moment. 3 minutes, 43 seconds yet to go in this first quarter. It's 3-2, and it's the Blackhawk Christian Braves versus your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. It is Braves basketball on the tie-up, on the jump ball. And Steele gets it in. Steele gets it in. Number 15, Ellsworth. They cross the timeline. Steele with the basketball. Hands it back out to Kennison. Kennison back up top to Ellsworth. All wide open underneath. To number 22. That can't be 22. I don't have a 22. 23. Kohlinger. Kohlinger puts it. That's going to be it's actually going to be a steal and then a foul on the Cats. And it's going to be a foul on Wise. That's her first, team second. And number 33, Tolbert's going to check in. That's Melissa Tolbert checking in for the Cats. And Huff's going to take a break. Cats a little slow coming out of the gate here. A little sluggish. Braves with the basketball. Steele coming up the court, being guarded by Wise. Steele comes up and hands it off to Kennison. Kennison with the basketball, being guarded by Katie Roscoe. Katie Roscoe, just a few more seconds there, she would have had her on the 5-second. Back down to Kennison. Tries to drive the baseline, not able to do so. Tapped away by Roscoe, and Sarah Roscoe gathers it in, crosses the timeline. Katie Roscoe going to drive down and give it to Ochin for a deep 2-ball. No good. Rebounded by the Braves. Braves have the basketball coming up the court, across the timeline, and they get it back out to number, is that 12? That is number 32. Sorry, it's going to be a travel call on the Braves. Pickett was who I was looking for there, and Pickett's going to actually check out. And number 21, Maya Barrand, is going to check in for the Braves. Katie Roscoe gets it into her sister, Sarah Roscoe. It's 5-2. Cats down by 3 early on in this JV contest. Sarah Roscoe swings it to Melissa Tolbert. Tolbert fakes, drives to the free throw line, gets it back out to Sarah Roscoe. Roscoe drives the lane, off the glass, no good. Out of bounds, going to stay Wildcat basketball as it's tipped out of bounds. 2 minutes, 17 seconds yet to go in the JV contest here. It's the Wildcats versus the Braves in Fort Wayne, Indiana at Blackhawk Christian. Sarah Roscoe gets it into Tolbert. Tolbert gives it back to Sarah Roscoe. That's going to be a blocking foul on the Braves. She blocked Sarah she impeded her progress illegally, which is called a foul, a blocking foul. And now Natalie Tolbert checks in for the Cats, and Ochin takes a break. It's 5-2 early on in this contest here. Katie Roscoe looking for somebody to get it to. Nice little football pass. Oh, that's going to be a foul. That was a reach-in foul there on number 21, Barrand. She just checked into the game and made her presence known. Said, hey, I'll get on the scoreboard. And she did. She's on the scoreboard with a foul. 21 has a 1 foul. That's her first, second team foul. And Sarah Roscoe with the basketball, being guarded by Pickett. It drives all the way inside. It's going to be a foul, and that's going to be a shooting foul, actually. As she was driving inside, it's going to be a foul on number 10, Steele. That's going to be her second and the team third. And that puts Sarah Roscoe on the line shooting 2. Sarah Roscoe could draw the game within 1 here. Catch down 5-2. Roscoe, first one's up and good. See if she can draw the Cats within 1. It's 5-3, Cats down by 2. In the first quarter of this JV contest. Second one is up, front of the rim, backboard, and in for Sarah Roscoe. It's 5-4, Cats down by 1. Pickett gets it up to Kennison. Kennison with the basketball, pulls back. Oh, that's a foul. I heard a lot of ball, but it must have been some... It was a foul there on number 21. That's going to be her second and team third for the Cats. That's second one on Sarah Roscoe. And that's going to put number 5, Kenzie Kennison, on the line, shooting 2. And so right now it's Tolbert, Roscoe, and Wise. That almost sounds like a law firm. Tolbert, Roscoe, and Wise. See them for all your basketball injury needs. No, just kidding. They're not a sponsor of the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. Actually, Katie Roscoe just checked out for the Cats. And Natalie Tolbert comes down with the rebound. That's going to be Peyton Lucas in the game for the Cats. Lucas inside. She's going to see if she can put it up and in. It's no good. But nice shot there by Peyton Lucas coming into the game and making a quick difference. And number 15, that is Ellsworth with basketball, being guarded by Sarah Roscoe. And they're going to go drive down is Kennison, going to hand it off to number 23, Kohlinger for 2. No good. Rebounded by Sarah Roscoe on the rebound. Roscoe crosses the timeline, pulls it up. And she is guarded tightly by number 15, Ellsworth. Katie Roscoe down to Peyton Lucas. Back out to Sarah Roscoe. Sarah Roscoe on the court for the Cats. Sarah Roscoe can drive the lane, put it up, and no good. Rebounded by the Braves. Went through some contact there, but no foul apparently on the play. That's going to be Kennison. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound gathered in by Melissa Tolbert. Lucas with the basketball across the timeline, gets it up to Sarah Roscoe for a deep 3 ball. Off the front of the rim, no good. Can the Cats pull in the rebound? They cannot. It's going to stay, though, as the The Blackhawk Braves tip it out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. And number 12, Addie Reese, and number 14, Lydia Huff, going to check back in for the Cats. And Wise and Tolbert take a seat. 42.1 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Lucas calls the play and looking, trying to get it in. Lucas needs to get it in. Gets it in. Natalie Tolbert back up top to Sarah Roscoe. Stolen away by the Braves. And it's going to be stolen back by Addie Reese, who gets it to Lydia Huff. Lydia Huff with a basketball. And crosses the timeline, Lydia Huff. She was told there's somebody behind. By the time she turned around, there was nobody back there. And it's going to be an official timeout. And some sort of maybe a health issue here on Roscoe. He was just he saw maybe some breathing issues there. The referee saw some, wanted to check in with coach and make sure that Sarah Roscoe was going to be okay. And she is, and the referee called his own personal timeout first, and then coach said, well, let's go ahead and make it our timeout. It's going to be a full timeout called by the Wildcats. That's what was occurring there on the court that you were seeing the pause in play. Now we're going to get back to some of our sponsors here at this timeout with 26.2 seconds left to go in the first. Greenwood Auto Tire, celebrating 40 years of service in Greenwood and Southport. AutoTireCare.com. In His Hands Orphans Outreach, changing the lives of orphans. InHisHands.org. Integrity Real Estate, making your real estate goals a slam dunk. RealIntegrity.com. JLP Electric, 20 years of electrician experience, ready to serve you. Look us up on Facebook. JLP Electric. Meyer Groceries and more. Check out the Meyer app today or visit us at Meyer.com. NASCO Industries Incorporated, protective outerwear solutions made in the USA. NASCOInc.com. Public Servants Prayer, providing prayer and pastoral care in the political arena. Follow us on social media for prayer updates. Find us online at vpsp.org. Taylor University Academic Excellence, dedicated to truth. Visit us at taylor.edu. Thai Spice and Thai Connection. Visit Thai Spice in Indianapolis or Thai Connection in Columbus for authentic Thai cuisine. Or as Shelley Dove said, it's in French, it's cuisine. Cuisine. Now I have a cultured way of saying cuisine. All right, getting ready to start back out after this timeout. And Katie Roscoe's back in the game. Katie Roscoe, left-hand dribble, goes inside the lane, the floater, no good. Rebounded by the Blackhawks. That's number 23, Kolinger with the rebound. And they're going to move it up with 12 seconds to go. She gets it back up to number 15, Ellsworth for three, no good. Rebounded back to Ellsworth, back up top to Lucas. Lucas stabbed at it, trying to get it inside of Kinnison. It's out of bounds, and that is going to conclude the first quarter. It had some yelling going on, everybody trying to make something happen from the bleachers and the benches, and just couldn't get it to happen. So after one in the JV contest, get you a shot of the scoreboard there. They're tied on the fouls at 3-3, and on the scoreboard that actually matters, it's 6-4. Cats down by 2 at the end of one. And so we are live here in Fort Wayne, Indiana at Blackhawk Christian, home of the Braves. And this is at least my first recollection of making the trip up here to Fort Wayne and playing Blackhawk Christian. They certainly have some good programs and other look at some of the banners there. Boys basketball state champions in 2A this past year. So that is I knew I had heard of them recently in basketball, and that's why. So first of all, in 2019, the boys basketball won in the 1A state championship, and then they were bumped up. I guess they won enough there. You win enough in the 1A or in a particular division, you get bumped up. So they got bumped up to the second of the 2A, and then they won that title 2 years later in boys basketball. So just earlier this year in 2021, their boys basketball were state champions in the 2A. So it is they do have a good basketball program here, and so Cats are glad to be playing the Blackhawk Christian, they have a lot of banners actually all around in the IHSAA. They've got banners for baseball in the Final Four, boys soccer in the Final Four, volleyball Final Four, and so definitely a lot. Then we'll go over here. We'll swing over here. There's tons of banners here for this Blackhawk Christian. They have an athletics department. We get them in the shot. They do have a good athletics here at Blackhawk Christian. So good to be playing them here this evening. It's going to be Wildcat basketball coming out of into this second quarter of play. We'll get our sponsors as we go through the evening. We've gone through them once, and so we're glad to have you here watching on the WBN. Lydia Huff with the basketball. This is the JV contest, stolen away by number 22, they're 32. Sorry, that's 32 Pickett. They're going to drive the baseline. Stolen away by Addie Reese. Tapped first by Katie Roscoe. Addie Reese comes away with it. And Julia Bookwalter's checked in for the Cats. Julia, unwise pass to the middle. Stolen away by Pickett. And that's a turnover on the Cats. They're going to get it down low. Wide open. Reverse layup. No good. And that was by number 5, Kinnison. She was wide open. All she had to do was turn around and put it up, but made it reverse and was unable to hit it. Bookwalter on the far right side, going to swing it. Another unwise pass right into the middle. They're going to call a foul on Huff, even though Huff really didn't touch her. She tripped over her own feet. But because Huff was standing nearby, they gave her the foul. That's her first, team 4th on the evening. Julia Bookwalter, she is not playing in the varsity right now, so she's thinking, hey, I can make these passes, but we don't have the personnel to get those passes coming across. That's a reverse, doesn't go in. It's tapped out by the Braves. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. We also have number 54, Hoosier. Wow. Hosier. Hoosier has checked in for the Cats, or for the Braves. That's a new entry. Katie Roscoe back out to Angela Ochin for 2. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Steele of the Braves. Steele comes up the court. It's still 6-4. Cats down by 2 in the second quarter. And Kinnison with the basketball and gives it out to Steele. Steele for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Braves. They went around Katie Roscoe and came and got the ball. Katie was going to let it go out of bounds, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds by the Braves. Going to be Wildcat basketball. That was just hustle there by the Braves to bring that ball back into their possession. But then they lost it out of bounds, and it's going to be Wildcat basketball. And Lydia Huff has the basketball. Huff comes across the timeline. Nice pick being set there by the Cats. Huff gets it to Angela Ochin. Thought about a long 2. Gets it back out to Katie Roscoe. Katie Roscoe rifles it over to Bookwalter for 3. Boom! Cats take their first lead second lead of the game, but it's been a while since we've led. 7-6. And stolen away by Bookwalter. Bookwalter making her presence known. It's going to be a foul on the Braves. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. No, it's going to be a foul. Yeah, it is. It is a foul on the Braves on 21. Barron with the foul. That's her second, team 4th. Addie Reese gets the ball in to Katie Roscoe. Roscoe crosses the timeline. Roscoe being guarded by Steele. Roscoe gets it down low to Bookwalter for 3. No good. Rebounded by Addie Reese. Long rebound. She gets it down to Huff. Huff being guarded and stolen away by Steele. Steele with good hands there. Going to go with the layup. No good, but it's going to be a foul on the play. Probably on Addie Reese. We'll see here in just a second, but she was in the act of shooting, so that's going to put... That is a foul on Addie Reese, and that's going to put Steele on the line, shooting 2. 7-6. Cats down up by 1 with 4 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in the first half. Steele puts it up, and that one is off the front of the rim, the backboard, and in. That ties up the game at 7-7. Cats in a tie ball game in the JV contest here. Blackhawk Christian Braves and your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats on the court for the Cats right now. Second one goes in. That puts them back in the lead, 8-7. It's Reese, Ochin, Bookwalter, Katie Roscoe, and Lydia Huff. Katie Roscoe tries to get the pass down, but they were not open. And it's tapped out of bounds, and coach is saying you cannot make that pass. That we've had quite a few turnovers here in this contest so far. Lydia Huff going to shoot the basketball off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Ochin. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. She might have been fouled on the play, but they're going to give it out of bounds to the Cats. 8-7. Cats down by 1. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Gets it in. Bookwalter gets it into Huff, and the floater, no good. Rebounded by number 32, Pickett for the Braves. Oh, it's stolen back away by Huff. Ochin pulls the trigger on a three. No good. Rebounded by the Braves, but then Ochin steals it back. Then it's stolen back away, and then it's gathered back in by Addie Reese. And it's almost lost out of bounds by Bookwalter. Bookwalter has the basketball, and she's going to drive towards the baseline, look inside, and just pass it directly to Steele, who stepped in front of Ochin to receive the pass. That's the third. That's not very good passes by the Cats. It's just all over the place. Turnovers. Oh, my goodness. And they wrestle for it. On the floor, it's going to be a jump ball called. It's going to be Braves basketball. And Braves, looks like we're going to get number 5 checking back in. That's Kinnison. And number 23 is checked back in. Kohlinger is checked in for the Braves. And it's going to be Braves basketball after the jump ball call. Pickett's going to inbound the basketball, being guarded by Huff. 3 minutes, 46 seconds left to go. 8-7, Cats down by 1. In this first half, Steele with the floater, no good. Rebounded, it's going to be another jump ball tied up. Steele is all over the place, and quite a player. He is number 10, Steele, for the JV Blackhawk Christian Braves. Wildcats with the basketball, off of the tie-up. Lydia Huff comes up the court, being guarded by Steele. To the left side to Roscoe. Katie Roscoe swings it back out to Huff. Huff for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by number 5. That's Kinnison with the basketball. Kinnison gets it up to Kohlinger. Kohlinger swings it over to Steele. Steele on the left side pops a 3. No good. Rebounded by Bookwalter of the Cats. Bookwalter coming up the court for the Cats. Crosses the timeline. Bookwalter looks up to Katie Roscoe for 2. Too hard. It's rebounded by the Braves. Braves get it to Steele. Steele with the basketball. Steele's going to travel but throw it all the way up the court and try to get it inside. It's stolen away by Lydia Huff. Almost stepped on the timeline. Good, or on the baseline. Nice steal there by Lydia Huff. Bookwalter with the basketball. Bookwalter, left-hand dribble, kicks it back out to Huff. Good defense really being applied by Blackhawk. And to get it out to Katie Roscoe for 3, no good. Cats cannot seem to buy a bucket. Kinnison with the basketball, being guarded by Bookwalter. Kinnison, that's going to be it could have either been a blocking foul or a reaching foul on Bookwalter. Take your pick. But that was a foul on Bookwalter. That's her first. That's the team's 6th foul for the Wildcats. 2.5 minutes yet to go in the first half. Kinnison's going to inbound the basketball. It's going to be for the Cats right now. Melissa Tolbert and Wise and Lucas and Bookwalter and Katie Roscoe on the court for your Cats. It is stolen away by Katie Roscoe. Gets it to Bookwalter. Bookwalter with the basketball across the timeline. Bookwalter going to stop and pull up for 3. No good. Rebounded by number 54, Billy Hosier. Gets it over to Steele. Steele comes up the court, being guarded by Bookwalter. And they're going to call a foul on Bookwalter, even though it really wasn't. She got into trouble, did Steele. Steele got into trouble and then tried to get out of it, and they're going to call a foul on Bookwalter. That's her second quick foul here, and the 7th team foul for the Cats, and that's going to put the Braves on the line shooting 1-1. 8-7, Cats down by 1. 2 minutes, 22 seconds yet to go in the first half. Number 10, Steele. First one's up, and that one's good. That's going to be 9-7. Cats down by 2. And Steele settles in for the second on the bonus. 9-7. Make that, still 9-7. Rebounded by Peyton Lucas. Lucas with the basketball gets it to Katie Roscoe. Roscoe tries to get it up to Bookwalter. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to stay Wildcat basketball, but Cats throwing the ball into coverage nearly every single time. And Blackhawk Christian Braves more than happy to steal the ball away. They're just saying, hey, I'd like to pass it there. And the Braves are like, okay, then we'll steal it. So Cats need to figure something out. Probably will work on that at halftime, I'd imagine. There's another one. And it's not just been one player either. Every single player for the Cats is throwing it right into the coverage. That time it was Tolbert, and that's going to be another foul on Bookwalter. That's her third personal, and she's picked them all up here within the past 30 seconds, has Bookwalter.
They got it for now.
Yeah, they're watching, and they're going to... But one of them was absolutely an illegitimate foul. It shouldn't have been called a foul at all, but that's the way it happens sometimes, and sometimes you get behind the eye of the ref, and they just start to watch you. It's 10-7, Cats down by 3. It's rebounded over the back by number 23, Kohlinger. We were in position. Peyton Lucas was in position there. And Bookwalter gets the rebound. And 10-7, Cats down by 3. Over to Tolbert. That's Natalie Tolbert to Peyton Lucas. And she's looking for some help. Gets it back over to Natalie Tolbert with the basketball. Timeout is called by Coach Roscoe. And this is just kind of a slow, plodding game, to be honest with you. It's 10-7. In the JV contest here between the Braves and the Wildcats, it's 1 minute 52 seconds. The last 30 seconds have taken about 5 minutes. Just a lot of fouls have been called, and Cats, a lot of turnovers. And those are very self-defeating oftentimes here in these free throws. Not really forced, just throwing it to them. We'll go through our sponsors here in this timeout in this second period. American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. ASCCare.com. Chicago's Pizza. Our story is told in every slice. ChicagosPizza.com. Charles C. Brandt Construction. Building visions into reality since 1907. CCBrandt.com. DLZ Corporation. Award-winning with more than 100 years of architectural and engineering experience. Serving the Midwest and beyond. DLZ.com. Delta Faucet. Choose Delta Faucet for real life. DeltaFaucet.com. And we'll come back to action here. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. And it's passed into Bookwalter. This is the JV contest. It's the Braves versus the Wildcats. Try to get it back in, and again, stolen by Braves. I don't know how many turnovers we have. The Coach Barnes is keeping track, but we have way more turnovers than typically are given here for the Cats. Cats with the basketball, they steal it on the other end. Bookwalter travels on the play. The extra step there, and just having some trouble. Cats just having trouble in virtually every facet of the game here in the JV contest. As you can tell by the score, it's 10-7 in this low-scoring contest. And Wise is going to check out for the Cats, and Lydia Huff going to check in. Yes, go Cats. I agree. And Steele passes it. And it's stolen away by Bookwalter. Kohlinger telegraphed the pass. Bookwalter going to go down, put it up, no good. Rebounded by the Braves. Braves with the basketball. And Bookwalter almost picked up another one there. She's going to have to watch it. She has 3 already, and they're watching her anyway. So Steele hands it off to Pickett. Steele with the basketball going the baseline. That's a travel or the baseline. Either way, take your pick. Looked like they're going to call the travel on the play. It's going to be Wildcat basketball, 10-7. Cats down by 3. 1 minute, 3 seconds yet to go in the first half. And Peyton Lucas gives it to Bookwalter. Bookwalter with the basketball. Bookwalter comes up the court, and she crossed the timeline. Bookwalter. Back out to Lydia Huff for 3. Almost in, but no good. Rebounded by the Braves. And Steele with the basketball for the Braves. It's almost stolen away by the Cats. It was tipped, so she could cross the line. And then back out to number 23. Kohlinger swings it down to Kinnison. Kinnison hits the deep 2. She stepped inside the line. It's 12-7. Cats down by 5. 29 seconds yet to go in the first half. Bookwalter with the basketball. Bookwalter. It's almost stolen away. It's tapped by the Braves. The deep 2 ball, no good. Rebounded by, you guessed it, the Braves. They are getting virtually every rebound, turning the Cats over. 10 seconds yet to go in this one. Kinnison hands it to Steele for 2. No good. Rebounded by Steele. Puts it back up. That's all ball. 1, and that's the end of the first half. Mercifully, that one comes to an end. Hopefully, Cats will come back out with a different game plan or something there. They need something. Only 7 points the entire first half are the Cats, and that's with some of the varsity players playing down for the Cats. So that is right now the score is 12-7. Cats down by 5 at the half. And we will give you our sponsors here. 9 minutes, almost basically a 10-minute half. So we will take some time here. We may even go dark here after we go through our sponsors here in this JV contest between Blackhawk Christian Braves and your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats. We are in Fort Wayne, Indiana for this contest, and a storied program, athletic program of the Braves. They have had many championships in their basketball program. I'm not sure about the girls so much, but the boys certainly have in the basketball arena. Keep going on our sponsors here. Distinctive Kitchen and Bath. Follow us on Instagram or contact us at 317-201-8500. Franklin Muffler Brakes and More, your hometown car care center at 99 Morton Street in Franklin, Indiana. Gaylor Electric, reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights, genuine care for people. It's about reliability. Greenwood Auto Tire, celebrating 40 years of service in Greenwood and Southport. AutoTireCare.com. In His Hands Orphans Outreach, changing the lives of orphans. InHisHands.org. Integrity Real Estate, making your real estate goals a slam dunk. RealIntegrity.com. JLP Electric, 20 years of electrician experience, ready to serve you. Look us up on Facebook. JLP Electric. Meyer Groceries and More. Check out the Meyer app today or visit us at Meyer.com. NASCO Industries Incorporated. Protective outerwear solutions made in the USA. NASCOInc.com. Public Servants Prayer, providing prayer and pastoral care in the political arena. Follow us on social media for prayer updates or find us online at thepsp.org. Taylor University, academic excellence dedicated to truth. Visit us at taylor.edu. Thai Spice and Thai Connection. Visit Thai Spice in Indianapolis or Thai Connection in Columbus for authentic Thai cuisine. Well, Coach Barnes, can you give us the totals for those 7 points? Not a whole lot of scoring going on in that first half, so it is. Huff has 2. Roscoe has 2. Sarah Roscoe has 2. And Julia Bookwalter for 3. Did she hit a 3? She hit the 3. All right, so that's 7.
Need to work on our passing. I think they're not used to the 1-2-2 defense.
Okay.
They're constantly throwing the ball away. So we've got to make it. We got to start making passes and then send them somewhere else. They're telegraphing everywhere the passes.
So that'll be the key to the second half here is fake passes because, goodness, our real passes didn't look so good. So maybe more fake passes will have less turnovers.
They're looking and
they are.
Right there.
They're like, hey, we'll send it here. Yep, that's exactly right. So a lot of how many turnovers did the Cats have in that particular half? Did you?
7 in the second half. Or no, 7 in the second quarter.
So total was
2 in the first half.
9 turnovers for the Cats. And I mean, each one of those, I think every single one of those was simply a bad pass. There might have been a turnover in there where we stepped on a line or something else, but overall it was just bad passes, passing right to the other team. So if we could cut that down and turn and keep the ball, we might be able to see a few more buckets go in. But I'll tell you, number 10 Steele has she is definitely. Do you have points over there for Steele on their team?
She has 3.
3 points. Steele has 3 points. She does have a lot of steals, and she is their point guard by default. She doesn't bring it up every time, but she can handle the ball. And then Kinnison has 3 points. Steele has 3 points. Ellsworth has 3, and then Pickett has 1. Oh, sorry. Kohlinger has 2, and Pickett has 1. So total of 12 points for the Braves. So we have 5 minutes yet to go in this, just in the break. So what we'll do, we may figure out how to mute here, and hopefully everybody's enjoying the game so far, and we'll come back here in just a moment. So maybe I can figure out how to. I can turn the mic off, and then maybe I can update the score. We'll try a couple things here. So glad to have you on here on the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. We'll pause for just a moment for stations to identify themselves, or at least that's what they say on the radio. All right, talk to you in a minute. And we are back here live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the home of the Blackhawk Christian Braves. And the sad but true tale so far in this game is the junior varsity is down 12-7 at the half. Getting ready to start the second half here momentarily. We'll see how the varsity girls do here in the next contest. So make sure you stay tuned to the Wildcat Broadcasting Network to figure out how the girls do and how the varsity girls fare in the game right after this one. It'll be around that 7... a little after 7:30, somewhere in there, and we'll go live, and you can join us there, and we'd be happy to have you right here on the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. Cats are brought to you by American Senior Communities, where caring people make the difference. ASCCare.com. Chicago's Pizza, our story is told in every slice. Charles C. Brandt Construction, building visions into reality since 1907, ccbrandt.com. DLZ Corporation, award-winning with more than 100 years of architectural and engineering experience serving the Midwest and beyond. DLZ.com. Delta Faucet. Choose Delta style for real life. DeltaFaucet.com. Distinctive Kitchen and Bath. Follow us on Instagram or contact us at 317-201-8500. It's going to be Braves basketball coming into this second half, and that's going to be number 32. That is Pickett to inbound the basketball. Gets it into Kinnison. Kinnison with the basketball being guarded by Ochin. Kinnison gets it up. And it's almost stolen away by, they tapped away again by the Cats, but gathered back in by the Braves. Wide open two underneath. Easy bucket there by the Braves. And now they're putting a little pressure on the Cats. And Woodard has checked in for the Cats. Holly Woodard scoops it up and in for two. Holly Woodard makes the scoop bucket. So two buckets right out of the gate, one for each team. And Cats have stepped up that defense, and you kind of see that there. And number 15, that is Ellsworth, gets it out to Kinnison for three. No good. Rebounded by Holly Woodard. Hollywood brings it up the court for the Cats. Hollywood over to Katie Roscoe. Roscoe thought about the three, gets it down to Angela Ochin. Ochin with the basketball, gets it, tries to get it inside to Woodard, but again, it's just a telegraphed pass, and the Braves tap it and steal it. And Braves with the basketball. Might have been a double dribble there. It bounced a couple times. She grabbed it again, and the rebound gathered in by, it's going to be a jump ball. Braves had it, and Holly Woodard said, hey, I'll take a piece of that. And she did. So Cats still down by 5, 14-9 early on in the third quarter. 5:47 left to go in the third. Katie Roscoe to inbound the basketball. So pressure being applied by the Braves. And Katie Roscoe gets it to Hollywood. Hollywood being guarded by two Braves players. Has some trouble. Gets it to Katie Roscoe. Gets it up to Lydia Huff. Cats having trouble breaking that press. And Huff gets it to Katie Roscoe. Going to drive all the way down inside the lane. Two-stepping in. What a shot there by Katie Roscoe. Puts in two. 14-11. Cats down by 3. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third. And Steele with the basketball. Steele dribbles top of the key. It's stolen away by Katie Roscoe. All the way down for the layup. Puts it up and in. Cats. 6 quick points by the Cats early on in the third. And Coach Roscoe calls a timeout as Cats have pulled back within 1. They were down quickly there by 7. And then all of a sudden they are on a 6-0 run. A 14-3. Cats down by 1 here at 5 minutes. 13 seconds yet to go in the third. So Cats on the court right now for the Cats. It is Holly Woodard, Angela Ochin, Katie Roscoe, Lydia Huff, and Addie Reese. It looks like maybe will be on the court as well. So that's on the court as they come out of the timeout. I'll let you know who is out there. By the way, you're seeing the third foul up there, third personal foul. That was on Julia Bookwalter. She was called for 3 quick fouls early on in that in the second. She came in the second quarter, picked up 3 quick fouls. But she has changed uniforms, and she's ready to go for the varsity contest. So the only varsity player still on the bench for the Cats is Holly Woodard.
And Sarah Russell. Oh, no,
Sarah, I think Sarah has changed as well. She put in her limit earlier in the first half. So coach is staggering them in. It's going to be Braves basketball coming out of the timeout. Coach has drawn up.
They play 6 quarters.
You're right. So they are limited in how many quarters they can play. All right. Thank you for listening here on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. Cats on defense. Number 15 comes up the court, and that is Ellsworth. Ellsworth goes around and gets it down the right side, and it's inside to number 23, Kohlinger. She's going to be, it's going to be stolen away by Katie Roscoe, who gets it up to Lydia Huff. Lydia Huff puts it up, and no good. Rebounded by Hollywood, who puts it up, no good. Rebounded by the Braves. Braves with the basketball. They're going to come up across the timeline, throw it way up to Kohlinger, who gets it out to Steele for 3. No good. Rebound by the Braves. Put it back up. And no good. Now the rebound by Addie Reese. Addie Reese gets it to Katie Roscoe, gets it up to Lydia Huff. Lydia Huff with the basketball on the left side. And she gets it inside to Holly Woodard. Holly Woodard's going to go in and throw it up, and it's off the front of the rim. Backboard in front of the rim, no good. And the Braves have the basketball. They get the rebound on the shot. Katie Roscoe on the defense. Now Steele. Let's see, that's Kinnison with the basketball. Goes to the baseline. Kinnison is tapped out of bounds by Hollywood. Kinnison was trying to drive the baseline. 14-13. Cats down by 1. 4:15 left to go in the third. Braves slap the ball and looking to get it in. Looking. They do get it in, but it's almost stolen away by Huff. Huff came in and tapped it out of bounds. Good defense being applied there by Lydia Huff. Braves have the basketball. That is Pickett to inbound the basketball. Pickett looking. She's going to get it in on the weak side to Pickett. It's going to be foul by Holly Woodard. That's going to be her first. That's the team first of the half. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. That is number 23, Kohlinger, on the line shooting 2. First one's up and good. 15-13, Cats down by 2. Kohlinger congratulated at the line by Steele and Pickett. And she settles back in for the second. The second one is good as well. So 2 for 2 by Kohlinger. Huff with the basketball, inbounds it to Katie Roscoe, back to Huff. Pressure being applied here by the Braves. Cats not able to break it. It's not able to break it very well anyway. It's thrown up, but it's tapped out of bounds by Blackhawk Christian Braves. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. As Addie Reese is going to inbound the basketball for the Cats. Reese gets it in to Roscoe, inside to Woodard. Woodard off the foot of a Brave, and it goes away. It's going to be Braves basketball. The ball was... Katie Roscoe came down, tapped it, and then it just kind of sat, and then it just rolled out of bounds. Braves let it roll out of bounds. And they get it in, do the Braves, to number 15. Ellsworth tries to drive the lane, kicks it back out. Now it's to Steele on the left side. She's going to drive inside the lane and put it up. She's going to be fouled on the play. And Steele has been to the line quite a few times this evening, hasn't she? Puts number 10, and so that was a foul on number 5 for the Cats. That is Angela Ochin on the foul. That's her first, team second of the half. Steele settles in. First one's off the front of the rim, no good. And she is consoled on the line by number 23, Kohlinger, and number 32, Pickett. And Steele. Second one is up. Put a little too much on that one. Rebounded by Ochin. That's going to be out of bounds on the Cats. Going to be Braves basketball. Should be Braves basketball. It is. It was knocked out of bounds by Woodard. And it's Braves basketball. It was. But that's par for the course this evening. We're having trouble with the passes. Made a little bit of a run at them there coming into the second half, but back out to a 3-point lead for the Braves. Kinnison with the basketball, gets it over to Barand. That's going to be a foul on Woodard. And 21 is just checked in for the Braves. She has a sister, I believe, on. So I thought there were 2 Barands, but maybe not. Number 15, Ellsworth with the basketball, going to drive to the free throw line, get it back out to Kinnison for 3. Boom, it's good. And that's back out to a 6-point lead and stolen away by the Braves. You're going to lay it back up and in. And they're on a quick 5-0 run are the Braves. 21-13. Cats being frustrated by this defense. Woodard with the basketball. Woodard's going to go up for the Cats and go down and get it to Lucas for 2. Puts it in. Stops the bleeding there momentarily. 21-15. Cats down by 6. Lydia Huff steals it away at the half line. Lydia Huff going to go down and lay it up and in for 2. Cats on their own 4-0 run. 21-17. Cats down by 4. And it's going to be, I think that's a kick, but they didn't call it as a kick. 21-7. I'm not sure how it wasn't a kick. But it was. And stolen away by Huff again. Huff's going to go down. Look over. She's going to take it all the way up. A foul there, but no call on. Woodard was fouled on the play, but no call. 21-17. Cats down by 4. Nice little 4-0 run there by the Cats. They were down by 8 and cut it back to within 4. So it's just back and forth here a little bit between the Braves and your Indianapolis homeschool Wildcats. The game tempo picking up a little bit here as we're into the second half. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. And so we're glad to have you joining us here on the WBN, the Wildcat Broadcasting Network. 3 fouls for the Cats, no fouls for the Braves here in this third quarter here. Second half. And that's the team fouls. 3 team fouls to 0 team fouls on the Braves. And Cats are brought to you by Distinctive Kitchen and Bath. Follow us on Instagram. Contact us at 317-201-8500. Franklin Muffler Brakes and More, your hometown car care center at 99 Morton Street in Franklin, Indiana. Gaylor Electric. Reliable resources, reliable outcomes, reliable insights, genuine care for people. It's about reliability. Greenwood Auto Tire, celebrating 40 years of service in Greenwood and Southport. AutoTireCare.com. In His Hands Orphans Outreach, changing the lives of orphans. InHisHands.org. Integrity Real Estate, making your real estate goals a slam dunk at realintegrity.com. JLP Electric, 20 years of electrician experience, ready to serve you. Look us up on Facebook, JLP Electric. Meijer Groceries and More. Check out the Meijer app today or visit us at Meijer.com. And Braves to inbound the basketball. Cats putting a little bit of a press on, and so Braves are gonna break it and get across the line. Kinnison for three, no good off the back of the rim, no good. It's out of bounds. It should be Wildcat basketball, and it is Wildcat basketball. 21-17, Cats down by 4. Katie Roscoe to inbound the basketball. I agree. Jennifer Walker, let's go Cats. Come on, Cats. Stolen away by the Braves, who put it up, and no good. Rebounded by Katie Roscoe. Gets it to Lydia Huff. Lydia Huff with the basketball. She's going to cross the timeline. Is Huff. She's going to pull up at the three-point line, get it over to Lucas. Lucas back out to Katie Roscoe. Katie Roscoe with the basketball. Gets it down to Huff. Huff for a long two. No good. Is no good. Rebounded by the Braves. It's actually stolen away by Huff. Huff tries to get it into Woodard. Woodard has the basketball. It's going to be a foul as they wrapped around Woodard. That's the wraparound, the old hugging foul, as they like to say. But you're not allowed to hug in basketball, at least while you're on the court. So 21-17, Cats down by 4. And the Braves are going to have number 12, Rish, check in. That's a new player into the game, Rish, and number 23, Kohlinger. So we have Kohlinger is checked back in for the Braves as well. Katie Roscoe to the free throw line, kicks it out to Lydia Huff for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Braves. They get it to Kohlinger. Kohlinger coming up the court for the Braves. Gets it to Ellsworth. Ellsworth down low. Another new entry into the game. That is number 12. That's number 12, Rish. And they get it back up top to Ellsworth. Ellsworth to Steele. Steele's going to try to come inside. No go. Cats deny entry. It's almost stolen away by Huff. She has a few steals this evening. Not stolen away by Holly Woodard. Should have an easy shot here. She does. Puts it in. That closes the gap. 21-19. Cats down by 2. Steele with the basketball. Steele's going to try to go inside. Almost stolen away by Lucas. Back out to Kohlinger. Kohlinger looking for some help. Kohlinger still looking for some help. Gets it to Ellsworth. Ellsworth with the basketball being guarded by Huff. Ellsworth, left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Out to Rish for 2. No good. Rebounded by Peyton Lucas. Lucas gets it to Woodard. 49 seconds left to go in the third. Huff with the basketball. Huff gets it out to Woodard for 3. No good. Rebounded. Out of bounds. It's going to be Braves basketball as Lucas came in to rebound and came off of Lucas. And it's going to be Braves basketball. Number 34, Peraza. Peraza checks in for the Braves, as does number 54, Hosier. Peraza is a new entry into the game. Number 34, she is a freshman. Number 34 gets it in to Ellsworth. Ellsworth with the basketball. Ellsworth being guarded by Tolbert, but Tolbert fell down there. In and out. That ball went all the way down. It's going to be out of bounds on Lucas. It's going to be Braves basketball underneath their own basket. 21-19. Cats down by 2. 29.1 seconds to go in the third. And they get it into Ellsworth. Ellsworth with the basketball. Ellsworth back up top to Kohlinger for 3. Boom! She hit it. Kohlinger hit the 3, and that extends that lead back out to 5. Cats were within 2 there for just a moment. Peyton Lucas gets it to Woodard. Woodard sees the lane. That's going to be a foul called on number 15, Ellsworth. Ellsworth. That is her first. That's the team's second of the half. And Peyton Lucas to inbound the basketball. Lucas, Wise has also checked in, as have the Tolbert sisters. Melissa Tolbert receives the inbounds pass. Tolbert gets it to Woodard. Woodard thought about the deep 3 ball, thought better about it. 8 seconds ago, she's tripped on her way into the lane. She was tripped on the way, and so that's going to be a foul on number 34. And that is going to be her first. That's going to be on Peraza. That's her first, team third. 24-19, Cats down by 5. And Lucas looking to get it in. Lucas just throws it in. It's gathered in by Woodard. Woodard went back and got it. And Woodard shoots the three. No good. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. At the end of three, it's the Braves 24. Your Indianapolis Homeschool Wildcats 19. Cats down by 5 at the end of 3. They went down by 8, their largest deficit there, I believe it was. 8 was a couple times, went down by 8, pulled within 2 there momentarily. And right now it is a 5-point deficit for the junior varsity Cats. But certainly looking much better in this half. Not as many turnovers, right? Coach Barnes has cut the turnover mark down a little, but it's a faster moving game.
Making points.
They were scoring, which really does help. So
they made 12 points this quarter.
Wow, 12 points in the third quarter.
4 in the first quarter, 7.
4, 7, and then.
Wait, no, that's not right. Yeah, 12 points, yeah.
12 points in the third quarter. So Cats are scoring, but the Braves are also scoring. That's the tough part. The other team is scoring as well. So, yeah, they've scored 12. NASCO Industries Incorporated, protective outerwear solutions made in the USA, NASCOInc.com. Public servants prayer, providing prayer and pastoral care in the political arena. Follow us on social media for prayer updates. Taylor University, academic excellence dedicated to truth. Visit us at taylor.edu. Thai Spice and Thai Connection. Visit Thai Spice in Indianapolis or Thai Connection in Columbus for authentic Thai cuisine. I'm learning my French. Thank you so much, Shelley Dove. Pardon my French. And Coach Barnes is just shaking her head. But that's why you listen here. That was just a short little shookism. We didn't have one at the half. Stolen away by Lydia Huff. Lydia Huff's going to go all the way down inside the paint. Pull up, no good. That's going to be rebounded by the Braves. Braves with the basketball. And that's Kinnison with the basketball. Kinnison comes up the court. It's going to be out of bounds. Huff tapped it out of bounds. 6 minutes, 48 seconds to go. The JV plays 7-minute quarters, and the varsity will play 8-minute quarters here coming up in just a few minutes. It's almost stolen away there by Katie Roscoe. They get it down to Kinnison. Kinnison gets it to Kohlinger. Kohlinger back out to Kinnison. Kinnison's going to drive the baseline. A reverse layup, no good. Going to be fouled by Ochin. Ochin got her on the line, on the arm there. That's going to put number 5, Kinnison, on the line, shooting 2. That's Angela Ochin's second personal foul. It's the 4th team foul of the half. And it's up, and that one's good by Kinnison. Kinnison sinks the first one. She's congratulated at the line. Hosier's going to take a break, as is Peraza. And Steele is going to check back in, as is Pickett. So it's Steele, Pickett. Is that Rish back out there? So it's rebounded by the Braves. They got the rebound, their own rebound. 25-19, Cats down by 6. Addie Reese has checked in for the Cats. Almost gets the steal there. She tapped it out of bounds. It's going to stay Braves basketball, but good defense being applied there by Addie Reese. It's Reese, Ochin, Huff, Roscoe, and Lucas on the court for the Cats. Oh, nice tap there by Angela Ochin. She tapped the pass on the way in and tapped it back out. So good defense being applied there by Angela Ochin. Addie Reese now going to defend the inbounder. And they get it in to number 15, Ellsworth. Ellsworth back over to Kinnison. Kinnison inside. 2 hands there by Ochin. She got away with the foul there probably. Rebounded by Steele. Out of bounds. Should be Wildcat basketball. No, it's not. They're going to say Katie Roscoe hit it out. 25-19, Cats down by 6. Steele to inbound the basketball. Steele gets it into Ellsworth. Ellsworth's fouled by Lydia Huff on the play. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the Wildcats. The 2nd personal foul on Lydia Huff. And number 32, Pickett, to inbound the basketball. Pickett looking, gets it into Steele. Steele with the basketball being guarded by Katie Roscoe. Katie Roscoe steals it away, and the foul is on number 10, Steele. Nice play there by Katie Roscoe. That was a good foul there by number 10, though, because it was going to be a wide open layup for Katie Roscoe. So good foul there by the Braves. Lydia Huff with the basketball. Huff crosses the timeline, being guarded by Ellsworth. Huff gets it down to Katie Roscoe, who drives the baseline over to Peyton Lucas for two. No good. Rebounded by Roscoe. Roscoe back up top to Lydia Huff. Huff looking for some help. Gets it to Addie Reese. Addie Reese at the half line. Swings it to Peyton Lucas on the left side. Lucas is going to pass it over to Lydia Huff. Lydia Huff back over to Addie Reese. Addie Reese going to drive inside, dump it out to Angela Ochin. Ochin comes inside the lane and stolen away by the Hawk, by the Braves. And it's going to be Wildcats back on defense. Kinnison goes all the way inside. She's fouled by two of them. Take your pick. It's going to be either Ochin or Lucas. Either one there on the foul, and they're going to give it to number. Yeah, Lucas. My phone just